Slack it. All right. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through. Everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. So once again, going with Proverbs 11 and 21. All right. You with this man perpetuating his wickedness. You unfaithful. You don't want to take heed to the word. Well, guess what? The Lord has something for you, man. And it's starting with the ICBM missiles or the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Whatever the Lord has planned for you, man. All right. It's plain and simple, man. Uh, Back to Second Ezra 15. Put this up first. Yeah, put this up in the right place first. All right. All right. Second Ezra 15. Let's see where we stopped at. Let's see. All right, verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. This is the new Egypt. This is Babylon the Great. All right. This is America. All right. This is the new Egypt. Okay. I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretch out the arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before and destroy all the land thereof. All right. So this place, Babylon the Great, New Egypt, all right, is going to be smitten with plagues, and they're not going to end until the Lord comes. All right, it's going to be more and more plagues. You're going to get that bird flu, you're going to get that COVID-19, you're going to get another plague coming up, another plague here. You're going to get more tornadoes. What was it? Tennessee got hit by a tornado the other day. All right, more and more plagues is going to keep on coming until this place is just utterly wasted. All right, and our people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, all right, our people scattered abroad that don't want to take heed to this word, all right, they're gonna be destroyed with this place, man. All right, they walking around thinking that this place is for them. No, this place is an ass whooping, man. This place is to get you correct. This place is to get you in order. All right, and our people that don't want to take heed to it, so they're gonna go learn. They're gonna learn the hard way. They don't want to hear the prophets. They don't want to hear the man of the Lord. Well, they're just gonna learn the hard way, man. All right. And like I said, like the word said, all right, this place is gonna be hit with more and more plagues. All right. That's Yeah, let's read it again. I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretch out my hand and smite Egypt. Egypt being Babylon the Great, being America, all right, with plagues as before and destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with plagues and punishment that power shall bring upon it until the ground, let me see. They that till the ground shall mourn, for the seed shall fail through the blasting and hail and fearful consolation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. You know, that's also in Revelation 12, you know. Esau, Edom, knowing that he has a short time to rule this earth. All right. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. One people shall stand up to fight against another, with swords in their hands. So this is coming, man. You know, like I said, I went to Sam Club the other day, man. People clearing out the shelves, you know, and other stores as well. Clearing out the shelves with hand sanitizer, taking all the toilet paper, taking all the food. That's coming, man. All right, people coming with their bats, with their swords, with their guns. All right, they coming, man, and they're gonna be invading one another's house. All right, and this is whether you believe it or not. All right, like I said, Lord is sending out His watchmen to let you know and to tell you what's gonna come to pass, and whether you hear or forbear. All right, the Lord is telling you what's going to come to pass. All right. Lord has always done that. Before a kingdom is taken down, He will send out His men to let the people know what's going to come to pass. All right. But anyways, let's get back to it. All right. Let me see. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. All right. So all the rich people that's doing good, you know, your governors, presidents, all that stuff, you know, people that's doing good, you know, they're not going to regard them no more. They're not going to look up to them anymore. They're going to be invading their houses. That's thus saith the Lord. All right. A man shall desire to go into the city and shall not be able to. So you're going to have martial law. You're going to have them blocking up, you know, barricades, blocking off the cities, you know, one city, one side. You know, you may work at the other side of a city and you not be able to come home, and you're going to have to stay in that part of the city. You know, you're going to have these quarantines. That's coming, man. All right? That's why you got to really have the Spirit of the Lord, you know, keep on doing what the Lord tells you to do in these last days, man. Make sure that you gird it up in the Spirit. All right? A man shall desire to go into the city and shall not be able to, because the pride of the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Men shall not have pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, spoil their goods because of the lack of bread for great tribulation. All right, then we read that in Jeremiah 30 and Jeremiah 30 and Daniel 12, you know, great tribulation, you know, coming to pass on this earth like there never was. All right, because you got all these Esau Edom's new weapons. You got these new plagues. All right, it's gonna be crazy as hell out here, man. All right, so if you ain't in the truth, you ain't got the Spirit of the Lord on you. All right, you done for, man. You finished. All right. Let's see. Behold, let me see. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. All right, you just gotta imagine that, man. People breaking into their houses, shooting up their houses, breaking up their houses. That's coming, man. And spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So that's coming, man. If not, it's already here or coming. It's coming pretty quick. I know. It's like every time I look up, man, that coronavirus and then spread. It's getting closer and closer to where we at. Right? So it's getting crazy, man. All right. Behold, saith power, I will call them together, the kings of the earth, to reverence me, which are the rising sun from the south into the east, and turn themselves against another and repay the things that I've done to them. Okay? Like I said, it's coming, man. It's coming, man. Let's see, let's jump down to it's like, let me see what time it is. That's what it said. Let's jump down to 27. Well, let me see. Let's jump down to 23. All right. The fire is gone forth from his wrath and had consumed the foundations of the earth and the sinners like the straw that is kindled. All right. The nuclear missiles especially going to consume the sinners of our people, man. All right. It's going to be that ultimate sacrifice that the Lord has prepared for Babylon the Great. All right. Let's see. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith Yahweh. I will not spare them. All right. He says he will not spare them. Why? Because the man of the Lord is out here preaching his word, and you didn't listen to the calling, man. Instead, you wanted to do your own thing, man. All right. So it said, woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith Yahweh Shem Asah, I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power, defile not my sanctuary. So the elect is not going to defile the sanctuary of Yahweh Shem Asah. All right. Ultimately, you know, the temple is your body. All right. You're not going to defile your temple with doing what everybody else is doing, you know, smoking weed, doing all these other drugs, smoking, all right, getting tattoos, all right. We're not going to defile ourselves, you know, following the other, following these religions, all right, being defiled by all these other doctrines, these women, all right. You know, they're gonna be walking in the straight gate. All right, they're gonna be walking in the straight way. They're gonna follow the Son wherever he goes. All right. For the Lord knoweth all of them that sin against him, and therefore deliver he them unto death and destruction. All right. So you're not taking heed. You're not taking heed to this word. He knows you, man. He knows you, man. All right. You know what's the word say? You know, his eyes are 10 times brighter than the sun. Okay. His eyes are 10 times brighter than the sun, man. All right. For now all the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them, and power will not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him. Man, you gotta think about that, man. All right. You know, he's not gonna deliver them because they sin against them, because they didn't take heed to the word, man. Matter of fact, that reminds me of Proverbs. Let's get that. Let's get that. Hold that. Proverbs 1, Psalms. Let's get Proverbs 1 and 20. All right, let's start right there. All right, wisdom cried without. She uttered her voice in the streets. All right, because the real wisdom is out here on these streets. You know, I was thinking about it. All right, here I am giving you this free wisdom, and people not taking heed to it. You know, I know a lot of people that's not taking heed to it. Actually, there was a brother that I know. All right, he was just in a car accident. I guess he was riding his bike or something like that, and a car hit him. he ended up flying off. You know, why that happened? He didn't take heed to the word. I'm giving this word out freely, and they're not taking heed to it. Okay. He's also one of my customers that I have drew a drawing for. I'm like, man, I kind of need that money. I kind of need that money. And here he is. He gets into a car accident. I was like, man, but that's all of the Lord, man. That's all of the Lord. Okay. Mainly, to wake him up. It's like, man, take heed to this word, man. But he's not taking heed to the word, all right? As far as I know, he's not taking heed to the word. So, the Lord's calling, and people's not taking heed to it. But anyways, real wisdom is crying out in these streets, man. All right? And we giving it out freely, and people just walk by and just act like, everything's all cool, everything's all dandy. All right? It's not. Okay? Everything is not all cool. Everything is not all dandy. All right? This place, which is Babylon the Great, is going to be hit with many plagues. And eventually it's going to be hit by a thermonuclear fire, which is the ICBM missiles, man. All right? I said this place ain't all fine and dandy. All right? Anyways, back to it. She cried from the chief place of Concord. In the opening of the gates in the city, she uttered her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? Okay, plain and simple, man. How long will our people love the simplicity, man? How long will our people enjoy being in slavery? How long will our people enjoy being at the bottom? How long will you keep on enjoying this taste of slavery, man? Taste of not having everything. Going to paycheck to paycheck. You loving that simplicity, man. Pretty much in Ecclesiastes 7:7, surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, but a gift destroyeth the heart. What's that gift? Getting that paycheck, getting that money. All right, and just having enjoying of this wicked kingdom for a little season. Enjoying this kingdom for a little season. All right. We're waiting for new heavens and new earth where it dwells in righteousness. That's what we're waiting for. 2 Peter 3:10 on down. All right. That's what we waiting for, man. All right. We're not waiting to enjoy these riches of this kingdom, man. All right. I said I needed that money from that drawing, man, but the dude I had the drawing for, he got in a car accident, man. So man, I'm waiting on the Lord, man. But anyways, let's read it again. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and scorners delight in their scorners, and fools hate knowledge? So that's what it comes down to, man. Fools hate knowledge. They don't want to come into this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Like I said, we giving it out freely, and people not taking heed to it. So what did the Lord call you? The fools hate knowledge. All right. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit upon you. I will make known my words unto you. All right. Because a lot of them is going to, learn the hard way. All right. Because I have called and ye have refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. So, the Lord is pretty much sending out his men of the Lord, starting with the apostles and elders on down. All right. They out here preaching this word. I'm out here preaching this word and people not taking heed to it. So, that's another lamentation, mourning, and woe, and understanding that this word, fools hate knowledge. Fools do not want to take heed to what the real man of the Lord is saying. The fools think that you got to come out here with a suit and tie, looking all fresh, having gold. All right, no, we coming out here with sackcloth, and we just telling you, straight up, man. If you don't listen to the Lord, he gonna take you out, man. But he's plagues, by the sword, famine, death, and destruction, man. All right. So stop being a fool Wake up, gird your loins like a man, come out here and do this work, man. All right. Because I have called and ye have refused, I've stretched out my hand and no man regarded. So the people ain't regarding. All right. So what's going to happen? They're going to learn the hard way. All right. That's what's going to happen. All right. But ye have set at naught at my counsel and would none at my reproof. All right. Check this. All right. You know, also goes with Second Ezra 15. You know what we read in that. You know, he knows the ones that sin, and he's not going to save them because you kept on sinning. Why? All right, let's get verse 26. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. This is the Lord, man, saying this, man. Ultimately, the real men of the Lord, all right, the real men of the Lord that he has set up, the elect, especially when they get this spiritual power, all right, they're going to be laughing at you. Because we're going to be like, man, you know, we was out there preaching this word, but she didn't want to take heed to it, man. All right? So he said, I will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. All right? So that's what's going to happen, you know. Are people that want to join in the military too, all right, being trained up with Esau Edom, he's going to laugh at them. Because ultimately, everybody that's in that war is going to be destroyed, okay? All right? When your fear cometh as desolation, and when your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, and distress and anguish come upon you. I mean, think about that, man. Fear, anguish, coming as a whirlwind. It's got to be a horrible death and destruction that's coming upon you, all right? The Lord ain't playing, man. People are just going to learn the hard way that the Lord ain't playing, all right? They shall call on me, and I will not answer, all right? They're going to be calling on the name. What was that name, brother? What was that name? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai? All right? They're going to try to call on his name in that day, man, all right? They shall call upon me, and I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. All right, so they're not going to find them in that day, man. Ultimately, also, it's going to be the famine of the word, as we read in Amos 8 and 11. All right. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose to fear the Lord. So they chose not to fear Yahweh Ba'Shem outside. They hated knowledge. You know, what we read earlier. You know, fools hate knowledge, man. Okay? Fools hate knowledge. You know, they delight in they scorning. Okay? And pretty much the Lord calls you simple. All right? So you out there, you know, the hopeful elect, count yourself blessed that you coming in this thing, you listening and learning, you're not prideful, all right? And you know, you're taking heed to the word, all right? For that they hated knowledge and did not choose to fear the Lord. They would none of my counsel, they would despise. I'm gonna read it again. They would none of my counsel, they despise all my reproof, you know. Because ultimately, let's get that too. Amos 5 and 10. Behold that. Amos 5 is 4. Alright, this is Amos 5 and 10. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, they abhorred him that speaketh uprightly. So, you know, the Lord said, fools hate knowledge. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate. And you didn't want to take heed to the word of the Lord when the Lord was calling you. Alright? So he's going to laugh at your calamity. He's going to laugh at your destruction. Alright? Because you didn't want to take heed to it, man. Alright? You didn't want to take heed to me. To the Lord. Alright? Therefore they shall eat of the fruit of their own way and filled with their own devices, for turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. So prosperity of fools shall destroy them ultimately at the end of the day, man. All right, like I say, you got General Yohana. It's good, brother. All right, so you got General Yohana. Let me see. Let me read that again. And the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. All right. So like I say, you got General Yohana setting up that Passover, to bring everybody in. All right. Ultimately, let me get that again. Let me get Amos 3:3. Ultimately, what it comes down to, man, you gotta follow what the word says, man. Amos 3:3. All right, can two walk together except they be agreed? Okay. Also says in the word, a little leaven leavens the whole lump. Okay. Paraphrasing. All right. So ultimately, wait till they pass. So ultimately, what the dudes is doing, man, they not following what the word says, man. All right, just inviting everybody to invite it. You got brothers. I think Edomites can make it. You got brothers, preaching damnable heresies. All right, you got brothers preaching that John the Baptist wasn't in the truth. All right, two can't walk together unless they be agreed, man. So you can't just keep on bringing everybody together, man. Everybody saying ISUBK saying that you got to come under General Yohana. Like, who is you, man? He ain't got to come up under you. You ain't out there doing what the Lord is telling you to do, man. A lot of people think that you gotta look all good and great on the outside. No, man. It's what's inside. All right, it's what's inside, man. It's if you're doing what the Lord telling you to do, and ultimately a lot of brothers is not doing what the Lord is telling them to do. Inviting G-Man. All right, that's not the way to do it. That's not the way to do it, man. All right, the only people that's supposed to go to that Passover is like-minded men and men that understand that this thing ain't no game, man. Okay? All right, like-minded men that understand that this Passover, that what we in is not a game, that you can't invite everybody in. All right? If they don't agree, move on. All right? Don't be kicking it with every single Israelite, man. Let's say I got homies in this thing, homies that's not in this thing, man. Care about them, but they're not doing the will of the Lord. Ultimately, the Lord's gonna take them out, and that's it is what it is. I can't say nothing. If they don't want to take heed to it, they don't want to praise Yahweh Hashem outside. I can't. I can't do nothing with them, man. All right. Anyways, let's read it again. 31. Therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. For turning away the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. All right, the prosperity of fools. You got these basketball players. Are people. Football players are people that's in high regards. Got Oprah. All right, but they're not taking heed to the word. Well, let's read it again. All right, the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. All right, they got their money, they got their riches. All right, but riches profit not in the day of wrath. Let's get that too. Proverbs 11:4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. Plain and simple, man. All right. So don't matter how big your bank account is, how good you looking out there, man. That's your new Gucci bags and all that stuff, man. If you're not turning to Yahweh Shem outside, not complying to his ways, all right, you're just gonna be taken out, man. All right. That's just plain and simple, man. Okay. Let's get up. Proverbs 1:33. But whosoever hearken unto me shall dwell safely and shall be quiet from fear of evil. Man, that's all praises to Yahweh Shem outside. Let's read that again, man. But whosoever hearken unto me shall dwell in safely and shall be quiet from the fear of evil, man. So what have we been reading, man? In the time of Jacob's trouble, all right? How it's going to be a horrible time, times like it never was, read in 2nd Ezra, the plagues keep on coming, all right, coming to pass, people invading each other, all right, but ultimately, let's read it again, but whosoever hearken unto me shall dwell safely and shall be quiet from the fear of evil. So you're going to be taken care of in that day, man, all right? Ultimately, that's what's going to happen, man. You're going to be taken care of that day. The Lord, is going to shine upon you, going to look at you. All right? Why? Because you took heed to what the Lord was telling you to do. You didn't take no shortcuts like these brothers out here in the city that take shortcuts, thinking that preaching the word inside the building is all good. That's all you got to do. You ain't got to come out here. No, man. You got to come out here and preach this word in truth and sincerity and great boldness, man. Do what the Lord tells you to do, man. Take no shortcuts in this thing. All right? Let's read that again, man. But whosoever hearken unto me shall dwell safely and shall be quiet from the fear of evil, man. Plain and simple, man. All right? Plain and simple. All right? Reminds me of Psalms 91. Read that too. All right? Instead of talking about it, let's get it. See what time it is. All right, Psalms 91, one of my favorite chapters as well. All of it's good. Got great meat in it. All right. Psalms 91. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. So you doing the will of the Lord. You keep the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability. You watching and praying that you're able to escape all these things that's going to come past this world. All right. You preaching this word. You doing what the Lord's saying. All right. You're going to abide in the shadow of the Almighty. All right. He's going to have that hand upon you. He's going to keep you safe in Jacob's trouble. All right. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snares of the fowler and from the noise pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. All right, so he's going to cover you, all right, under his feathers, and we're going to trust him, all right. Truth shall be thy shield and buckler. All right, what it said also in the world, in the word, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time. Okay. This truth is going to be your shield and buckler, man. Okay? And that's all praises to Yahweh Shem outside, man. All right? All praises. Let me get Psalms 34 and 7. Probably start at 6. Bear with me. doing what these Christian pastors don't do, man. We ain't talking just from our own mouths, man. We bringing up scriptures. Here it is. I almost been out here about a good 2 hours, and it's been scripture upon scripture. All right, you know, a little bit here and there out of my own mouth, but I can relate it with scriptures. I'm telling you prophecy. I'm telling you what's coming to pass. All right. If the word of the Lord is gonna be your shield and buckler, all right, you trust in the Lord, He's gonna keep you in these last days. But if you're not doing the will of Yahweh Hashem outside, man, that's it, man. That's it. All right, like I said, you got coronavirus, COVID-19, you got all that stuff coming to pass, man. People gonna be invading each other's houses for the lack of bread. So it's gonna get crazy out here, man. Anyways, Psalms 34:7. The angel of Yahweh Hashem outside. Well, let me get verse 6. This poor man cried. All right, because a lot of us in this thing, man, we're poor. We're not rich. I know I'm not rich. I'm poor. Like I said, talking early, man. I was waiting for that brother to give me the money for the art that I did for him, but he got in a car accident. I really could use that money right now. I'm waiting for tax season, man. All right, we under these curses, man. So we poor. We not rich. All right. This poor man cries, so I'm crying to you. Me and other brothers and sisters that's in this thing, man, we crying to Yahweh Hashem outside, all right? This poor man cried, and Yahweh Hashem outside heard him and saved him out of his troubles. So you gotta believe the word, man. Have the faith of the mustard seed. Have more than that, man. Pray for more than that, all right? The Lord said He's gonna save him out of his troubles. All right, verse 7, the angel of the Lord encampeth around about him that fear him and deliver them. Plain and simple, man. All right. Angel of the Lord encampeth around about him that fear him and deliver him. So it's all praises. Anyways, let's see where I was at. Verse 5. Thou shalt not be afraid from the terror by night, nor by the arrows that fly by day. All right, like I said, it's gonna get crazy out here. You know, you're gonna have them bullets, people screaming, people fighting, people shooting at each other. All right, even those nuclear missiles. All right, you're gonna be saved from all that. All right, nor the pestilence that walking in the darkness, nor the destruction that wasteth at noonday. So these pestilence, all right, they ain't gonna hit you. All right. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, tens of thousands at thy right hand, but none shall come nigh to thee. All right. So even when all these people are just dropping dead in these last days, man, it's not gonna come to you, man. Only with the eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. All right, what's the reward of that wicked? All right, the ICBM missiles, man. Nuclear missiles that's going to hit this place. All right, you endure to the end. And with the power, wisdom, and knowledge of Yahweh Hashem that's going to be upon you. All right, keep you in these last days. You're going to be